The process for buying a home can get really complicated, especially in a shifting market like we're in today. So today I'm going to be talking to you about real estate and why you should use an agent, as well as what the general process is for buying a home, whether it's your first, your next, or your last. The very first step in your home buying process is speaking with an agent. That's where I come in and get started on figuring out what your wants are, what your needs are, and really just figuring out how I can be of service to you. Step number 2 would be to talk to a mortgage lender. Now, the mortgage lender is the person that's going to tell you how much you qualify for based on income and debt. Generally speaking, the more you make and the less debt you have, the more you'll qualify for. Step number 3 is getting you set up on an automated search. Unlike a third-party search engine like Zillow or Realtor.com, this automated search will get tailored by me for you, and it will have every criteria that you're looking for. So instead of you getting $1 million homes, $100,000 mobile homes, if you're looking anywhere between that or below that, price ranges, bedrooms, all of that good stuff is adjusted for you specifically. So when that property hits the market, you'll get notified instantly. Step number 4 would be to view the properties that you're interested in. In my experience, usually it's an open house or a private showing, but you definitely want to go check out the house. Buying a home sight unseen is very risky and you don't know what you're walking into, especially if you actually didn't walk into it. If you love the home, step number 5 would be to put an offer in. Depending on how fast or slow the market is at the time you're looking to buy your house, this is where I come into play and make sure that I'm helping you by talking to the listing agent and figuring out, do they have other offers on the table? If they do, are there inspections? Are they waiving everything? Typically, I would always recommend doing an inspection. If your offer gets accepted, we roll into step number 6, which is the escrow check, otherwise known as the EMD, earnest money deposit. Basically what the EMD or escrow check is the buyer's commitment to purchase the home. Imagine you're selling your house and a buyer walks in and says, hey, I want to buy your house, but I don't have any money. You're not going to be willing to sell your house because they just said they don't have any money to buy it. It keeps the buyer locked into the transaction and doesn't allow them to walk out of the transaction for any reason outside of the contract. Step number 7 would be to do the inspections or whatever you have written in the purchase and sale at the time. That might include buyer diligence to check and make sure that the title's good, that if it's in a park, you are totally cool with all the rules and regulations, that sort of thing. If you didn't already get pre-approved, step number 8 would be to get the full application completed with your lender. This is the pre-approval process, which is outside of. The big difference here is that the lender will run your credit and they'll make sure that your income is up to par with what you had said earlier in the pre-qualification stage. Step 9 is when your lender hires a third-party appraiser to come and evaluate the price of the home based on comparables, similar to what I would do if I was listing the home, to just make sure that what the lender is investing in is worth the money that they're giving you. If all goes well and the appraisal comes in at or above the offer price, we've now managed to get to step 10, giving the green light for clear to close, otherwise known as loan approval. Step number 11 is to get confirmation with the title company that we are good to go with the title, the closing date. We would schedule all of that together. Basically, they've been working from start to finish, making sure that there's no liens on the property, there's no issues with the title, which I can get into more detail if you guys would like to in another video. At this point, we should be clear to close. I'd schedule a final walkthrough with you right before the closing. We want to make sure that the seller got rid of all the junk or get rid of all the things that we agreed to get rid of. Step number 12 is the last step in the step that everybody looks forward to. Today is closing day. The day you close is also the day that you get the title transferred over to your name and you get handed the keys. Congratulations, you just bought your home. If this all makes sense to you, or if it doesn't, feel free to leave comments down below. If you have any videos or recommendations for questions that you'd like answered, please do leave those down below or DM me directly. Make sure to like, share, and follow for more information and next videos. My goal here is to come from a place of giving, so I want to make sure that you are educated and making the right decision for you and your family. I hope this helped, and I'll catch you on the next one.